This is going to be a 10-minute quick overview of how we generated 700% return on investment through Google advertising. Google Ads is an auction-based platform. It's one of my favorite platforms, although we do advertise on both Facebook and Google. Google seems to be the most predictable platform in terms of our expected 30-day cash ROI, our lead rates, our click-through rates. It's very predictable as long as you can maintain it in the right way. So what I want to go over is first our campaign setup. As you can see, we have multiple campaigns here. Some of them are smart campaigns that were accidentally turned on, but we always want to focus on maximize conversions or target CPA for only Google search. As you can see here, we are targeting not just generic terms such as window and door companies near me, but we also bid on keywords, on product keywords as well. So Grest, bay windows, casement, awning, picture windows, tilt and turn windows, double hung windows, etc. The reason why we do product focused keywords is because they actually cost us a lot less because competitors do not run advertisements to these keywords. Now, the extended benefit that we have with this is number one, our costs are very, very low comparison to bidding on a keyword that says window company near me, because that's what everyone's bidding on. And number two, if you were to bid on product search terms, you are targeting very educated customers, right? They know exactly what they're looking for. So if you could keep everything congruent, so if you could target bay windows and then your ad copies has their offer with bay windows, and then they get on the landing page and it's bay windows, that congruency is going to help you have a really good conversion rate. So right now, our conversion rate, right, in total across all campaigns is about 6.28%. We typically aim 4 to 5 conversion rate. And so a 6.28% conversion rate, we're definitely happy with. As you can see here, the Gress windows are converting at 13%. And again, it's mainly because of the congruency from the search term to the ad copy, to the landing page, to the sales process. Everything is for what the consumer wants. So if you could embed your targeting with a very specialized and unique offering, right now we're doing 40% off installations on select products with a contingency on a minimum purchase order. That's going to allow us to get a really, really high interaction rate as well. So yeah, as you can see here, we bid on a lot of product focused. In another campaign, we did try the, window and door company near me, but we're paying upwards of $20, $30, $40 per click. And there's a lot of, unqualified leads, whereas targeting product focused keywords are incredibly powerful. Okay. You also want to make sure that your website is set up for a high conversion rate. So if you don't have a company who does CRO, conversion rate optimization, you really should. What we do with our clients is we track everything through Google Tag Manager. So if someone goes to the contact us page, what are the actions? You could use Google Tag to track clicks on certain pages, or you could use a platform called Hotjar to see live recordings, which I find it very powerful. And we use it for some of our higher tier clients because the difference in 1% conversion rate could mean an additional 150, 200 leads for, some of our clients are spending upwards of $130,000, $140,000, $150,000 a month. So you want to make sure your website is set up for a user-friendly interaction, right? I would say this is the most difficult component of Google advertising. You could have the best bidding, you could have the best ad copy, you could have the best scheduling, whatever it is. If your landing page or your predominant, your main website isn't set up right, then you're going to suffer, and it's just going to be a real pain. Now, quick caveat, quick tip: you always want to install a Facebook pixel on your main website, and then you want to go to Facebook Ads Manager, create a custom audience for 60 days website visitors, and anyone who visits your site through Google Ad but does not submit their information, you could retarget them on Facebook and Instagram as well. So you could see here that our conversion rate is 6.28%, but we're picking up an additional 20 leads from Facebook through retargeting the exact same people who found us through Google. So realistically, our end conversion rate is around 15%, which is almost 3 times the amount the average conversion rates for the home improvement space. Now, one last thing I want to make sure that is very important is that you have some sort of market offering. So as you can see here, we took our best ad groups from this campaign and we put it with our landing page that we use with Facebook. So it's very focused on having the offer that I mentioned before, which is 40% off installation cost on select products with contingencies such as a minimum job cost of $10,000. And just having that offer alone is, we're getting in-house appointments. From our lead to in-house appointment rate is about 50%, which is really, really good for Google. For Facebook, it's around 15 to 20%. But if you could keep Google anywhere from 40 to 55%, you're going to be very, very profitable. Now, in terms of profitability, our ROI is 708%. Our average job cost is $15,000. And our total revenue is $284,000. So I can't go any more to the left because that's where we have customer information, such as their name, email, phone number, the type of job, their address and stuff. So I'm just going to keep it here. As you can see, revenue, we have it all set up through formulas. We took the total sum of each column, and this is where they put their revenue statuses. Unfortunately, some of them have been closed, but are not updated with a revenue status. So as you can see, row 87 doesn't have a number value associated to it. And there's tons of them. So there is currently 7 jobs that have not been documented. So if we do some simple math, 7 times the average job cost of 15,000 equals 105,000. So realistically, our total revenue is 389,000. Our ROI is 969%. And the biggest surprise here, guys, is there's jobs that have not been highlighted, that have been closed, but our client just forgot to update it. And then there's referrals and phone calls as well. This is huge. So realistically, looking at this number, it's probably anywhere between $500,000 to $700,000. Because if you come here and you let's go back to all campaigns. So we had a total of 219 phone calls, 195 from our older campaign. We have about 19 on our newer one and 1 on the one that we just launched. So this does not account for 219 phone calls that we got. So if we want to be a little bit more realistic, so we're going to add that 150,000 that we got for, and if we now we're just going to do some formula here. If we do a 5% conversion rate on how many phone calls did we say? 219. So that's another 10 leads. So if we do 10 times the average job cost of 15,000, and then we'll add another 150,000 to this. And that is the more realistic total revenue. Again, this does not account for referrals and all that good stuff. But in order to run profitable Google ads, the concept of Google ads really makes sense. Like, it's an intent-based platform. Someone's looking for windows and doors. As long as you could bid on the right search terms, have the right powerful ad copy that's placed and congruent with the keyword that you're bidding, which is why we use dynamic ads, a high converting landing page. And then a little trick is you want to have an email sequence as well. So we send our leads about 8 to 16 emails, depending on the sales cycle and the type of client. But you want to make sure that, you're not just focusing on keywords, but forgetting about, emails or conversion rate and vice versa. You don't want to just have a very beautiful website where your targeting is off track, right? Everything needs to be set up from end to end. And this is why we see success with our clients, is because we take care of every single step of the way. All right. So if you guys would like personal audit of your Google ads, if you're currently running Google ads, I'll have a link below where you could schedule a call. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more similar videos to this, let me know in the comments below. We'll talk to you soon.